Hello, EOS Nation, and welcome to episode 35 of the EOS Hot Sauce. I'm your host, Daniel Keys, and we've got another spicy one for you this week. In this week's episode, a wax flurry of activity, Greymass fuel, EOSDT's stability fund, liquid storage, Rex fix and SEC visit, Ultra and AMD, Chestnut white paper, Cryptocom adds EOS, Blockbase, Marshall Islands, and scatter design process. EOS Hot Sauce is available in every format. You can watch on YouTube, listen on SoundCloud, listen on Apple Podcast or your podcast player of choice, and subscribe to the EOS Nation newsletter at eosnation.io. Up first, Wax Nation Community Update. Wax has been attracting a lot of attention the last few months, and here are some of the recent highlights. dApps are moving from EOS to Wax, Karma, EarnBet, and Item Games. In the last month, we've had announcements of dApps migrating from EOS to Wax, like Karma and EarnBet. These dApps were attracted to Wax due to the benefits like lower cost of network resources, free account creation, and even direct financial incentives from Wax through their EOS to Wax promotion. Other teams like Item Games have taken the approach of deploying multiple instances of their dApps across multiple EOSIO chains. Item Games currently run exclusively on EOS, but their team has announced their intentions of launching instances of all their dApps onto Wax too. The microservice layer and Wax Developer Hive make it easy for developers to port their dApps onto Wax, and we expect to see this trend of multi-chain dApp architecture to continue to grow in 2020. Wax All Access, easy account creation via social logins. Combining free and easy account creation with effective marketing like EOS to Wax and Xmas giveaway, Wax has been able to attract new dApps to launch on their platform and new users to sign up. This recent surge in new Wax accounts has brought the total number of accounts up to over 200,000. Users who follow EOS Nation or Wax.io on Twitter this week had the chance to join the fantastic holiday promotion that Wax is currently running. The $1 million Christmas giveaway of NFTs and real-life items saw users win prizes that any gamer would enjoy, such as Supreme Gear, CSGO and Dota 2 skins, G Fuel, Bitcoin, and more. Wax's Prospectors instance is now the number 3 most active blockchain dApp on dappradar.com. William Quigley, co-founder of Magnetic Capital and Wax, and his production team have been doing a great job of creating high-quality educational videos about a variety of subjects that are currently very important to the entire crypto space. William tackles the topic of DeFi this week, and breaks it down in a way that anyone can understand. An interesting point he makes in this video is that DeFi is being built by the crypto community and for the crypto community. We've already seen a growing community rallying behind the DeFi offerings of Equilibrium on EOS, and hopefully we'll see DeFi products on other EOSIO networks like Wax in the future. Up next, Greymass Fuel. Greymass announced their latest product, Greymass Fuel, this week. This highly technical team has consistently delivered high-quality work since before the launch of the mainnet, and this product is no exception. Greymass was quoted, "Fuel is a product developed by Greymass with the goal of being a turnkey solution for application developers involved in the EOSIO ecosystem who wish to cover the resource costs like net and CPU of their end users." Fuel features include simple and straightforward integration, implement into an existing EOSIO application, no additional server or infrastructure need to be set up to get running, and Greymass API infrastructure handles everything required. Fuel currently offers a per millisecond billing system based on the actual usage ultimately reported by the block producers. Fuel can be embedded within applications today using a variety of different options. Free quotas, leasing from Fuel, BYOR or bring your own resources, and transaction fees. Fuel has a built-in free resource model that allows any account to use 5 milliseconds of CPU per day, subject to change. A handful of apps have already integrated Fuel to help cover the resource costs of their users. For example, EOS Authority Wallet, Boyd, Decentum, and our very own EOS Nation proxy. Up next, EOSDT's Stability Fund. The team over at Equilibrium continue to innovate and increase confidence in the EOS DeFi sector. Last week, they've revealed that EOSDT is now backed by smart contracts that pay out consumers if the dollar-pegged token crashes through its collateralized floor. Much like how America's FDIC ensures consumers' traditional bank deposits against a run, these smart contracts inject certainty and stability in the face of black swans. The Stability Fund contains 6.5 million EOS, which is separate from the 4.5 million EOS that has been deposited as collateral for the EOSDT positions. This is a great step forward for Equilibrium and is likely to increase confidence in EOSDT, the leading DeFi product deployed on EOS. The Equilibrium team shows once again a great commitment for decentralizing finance, and in their DeFi News Digest series, they cover all you need to know to be up to speed with developments in the global DeFi space. Up next, Liquid Apps introduces Liquid Storage. Decentralized data storage is much needed in the future of decentralized applications, not just for saving the data of users, but also for the front end of applications so that access is available at all times. Liquid Apps just released a new service that not only provides a technological solution, but also aligns incentives. Liquid Storage combines interplanetary file systems, or IPFS, with the staking-based free market mechanisms of the dApp service providers, or DSPs, and we're excited to see what dApp developers are going to build with it. The OneSys team, one of the builders on the dApp network and winner of the recent Liquid Apps dApp hackathon, introduced a new service, Liquid Escrow, along with an arbitration platform for competitive video gaming during the hackathon. Zach Gall did a great interview with Jack McDonald of OneSys to learn more about the global economic esports community, HODLGod, and what's next for OneSys. Up next, RexFix and SEC visit. The following Block 1 updates to Rex have been merged into the develop branch of the EOSIO repository. Changes include distribution of loan rental fees over 30 days, or 60x 12-hour buckets. This will incentivize liquidity to come into Rex and stay in Rex as the demand for loans increases. Reducing the total lent Rex cap from 20% to 10%. This will increase the amount of EOS that can be borrowed from Rex and allow Rex rental rates to reach more expensive price points as we get closer to the 90% of the available EOS being rented out. Here's a simple example to illustrate how these changes will incentivize increased Rex liquidity. In the current situation, User A pays 6,000 EOS to rent a lot of resources for 30 days. This Rex income, 6,000 EOS in fees, is paid to those who hold Rex on day 1 of the 30-day loan duration. Someone can withdraw Rex on day 2 and still have banked their entire share of the profits for the 30-day loan. Following this Rex fix, if User A pays 6,000 EOS to rent a lot of resources for 30 days, the Rex income, again 6,000 EOS in fees, is divided equally into 60 different buckets, 1 bucket per 12 hours for 30 days, the duration of the loan. In this scenario, users who hold the Rex on day 1 but withdraw on day 2 will only receive 2/60th of the income generated by the 6,000 EOS loan, since the user only held for 2 times 12-hour periods after the loan was purchased. We expect to see these changes implemented in the next EOSIO Smart Contract released by Block 1. Speaking of Block 1, over the weekend, Brendan Bloomer tweeted a picture of himself and Dan Larimer from the recent visit to the SEC in DC. Although no details about the meeting were released, Brendan proceeded to go on what can only be described as a tweet storm of crypto positivity. Brendan was showing love to a variety of community members and projects not only related to EOSIO, but across the entire crypto space. It was very refreshing to see, and it's impossible to read his tweets and replies and not be extremely excited for the space in 2020. Finally, EOS ecosystem updates. Ultra's next big partner, AMD. The Ultra team has announced a partnership with AMD, the global leader in the GPU market and the world's second largest supplier of x86-based microprocessors. This just weeks after announcing Ubisoft as a block producer and once again showing the world how excited big traditional tech companies are about blockchain. Both companies agreed to work on co-marketing activities from now on, and AMD will distribute games to their customers to redeem on Ultra, as both companies plan to optimize cryptographic computing performance on the platform for gamers using AMD processors and graphics cards. Jorg Ruskovitz, head of blockchain technology of AMD, was quoted, "AMD is excited for the use of blockchain technology for games publishing, licensing, and rights management. AMD and Ultra are working together to make next-generation, community-centric game publishing a reality, transforming the way games are purchased, shared, and experienced." In the press release, the Ultra team also mentioned yet unannounced hyper-social features of the Ultra platform, which we are very excited to learn more about soon. These announcements brought Ultra a lot of media exposure as they are featured in Yahoo Finance and other mainstream publications. Ultra promotional output is heating up, and we encourage you to check out their August trailer to get properly hyped up. Chestnut Technical White Paper. The Chestnut team came to life during the London Hackathon in 2018, where they won second place and took the Best User Experience prize. The team kept working on their vision of providing security features for users since then, similar to the standards we know from traditional financial services. For many potential new users, it's quite intimidating to take full responsibility of the security of their account, and we still hear about scam artists trying to abuse such inexperienced users. This is a problem that crypto community is facing as a whole, and solving it is crucial for the wider adoption of the success of cryptocurrencies. The Chestnut team introduced several account security features, concepts, and services that are leveraging the flexibility of EOSIO account permissions and smart contracts. We encourage you to give it a read and learn more about how they plan to prevent mistaken or fraudulent transactions from happening. Their solutions are on-chain, designed to be scalable, and Chestnut plans to expand to other EOSIO networks once established on EOS. Up next, Crypto.com adds EOS. Another combination of traditional financial services and crypto is provided by Crypto.com, a popular platform for crypto investors. On their mission to make cryptocurrencies more usable in the real world, they created the MCO Visa card, which lets you pay with crypto and comes with a couple of interesting perks, such as a crypto back program and free Spotify account. We're happy to report that they recently integrated EOS as the 8th option to top up your credit card account. Currently, the service is available for 38 US states, but we expect that the service will expand soon. Learn more about the benefits of different tiers in a video published by the YouTuber CryptoLark, who just shared his experience using this interesting product. Blockbase airdrop continues. The EU-funded Blockbase team reported that it's working hard to deliver its product for testing and aims to start their alpha phase in January 2020. They released their code on GitHub just recently, where it's being constantly updated. Blockbase is currently distributing BBT tokens via their innovative airgrab. The second airdrop round of 24 had 27,848 accounts registered, but only 14,252 were accepted to avoid abuse. There will be 2 new rules for airgrabbing starting December 20th. Rule 1, each account needs to hold at least 1 EOS in total, either unstaked or staked to CPU or net at the token distribution time, otherwise that account won't receive its tokens. Rule number 2, each account needs to be 1 month old. These EOS and account age minimums may be adjusted in the future. If you haven't claimed your BBT tokens yet, we encourage you to participate in round 3. However, be careful and double check the address since the team recently discovered that there's a phishing site abusing the airgrab's popularity. Best use the link we shared below. For future reference, it's Blockbase and not Blocksbase. Marshall Islands inspired by EOSIO. 2020 might be a year where more governments show more clarity on cryptocurrency regulations, and several countries are actively working on the issuance of their own digital national currency based on blockchain technologies. One of those countries is the Marshall Islands, and we're excited to learn that their efforts were inspired by the work of Block 1 on EOSIO. The cryptocurrency SOV is set to tackle some issues the RMI struggles with, including high cost of remittances. One potential reason why Jim Wagner, co-founder and CTO of SFB Technologies, the company behind the development of SOV's blockchain infrastructure, chose EOSIO for his inspiration, might be that he participated and won the Hong Kong EOSIO hackathon as a member of the ID Pass team. Scatter design process. Rami James took us through the design process of the Scatter wallet in a detailed article, which is an interesting read for anyone that wants to learn about user experience and what things to consider. We've seen quite a few versions of Scatter already, and the Scatter team never got tired of adapting their product according to their users' feedback. In the article, we learned what worked and didn't work from the user's point of view, and there's valuable information about what motivated the development of Scatter Simple, a new interface mode for users that don't need to manage multiple accounts and just want to use a dApp or play a game. We also very much like this quote from the article: "Experience is defining the design of the future. Go Scatter." And that's all for this week's episode of EOS Hot Sauce. EOS Nation is a top block producer on the EOS public network. We earn inflation rewards based on the percentage of tokens staked towards us. Those rewards are reinvested into EOSIO community, tools, and infrastructure. Help grow the ecosystem by staking your vote to EOS Nation FTW for BP or proxying to Proxy4Nation. Once again, I'm your host, Daniel Keys, and we'll see you again next week. Until then, let's keep it spicy.